Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Tonight I'm off to the Marlow Theatre in Canterbury to see the Dear Evan Hansen tour. The last time I saw this was in the West End, and this version is a non-replica production and it's starring the amazing Alice Fearn, which I'm very excited about. So without further ado, let's go to the Marlow Theatre to see Dear Evan Hansen. I've even got blue on for the occasion. Let's go. So I've got my Dear Evan Hansen scarf on and the Marlow Theatre is lit up blue tonight. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the show. Let's go! Okay, so it's a few days after seeing Dear Evan Hansen on tour at the Marlow Theatre. Now this is a non-replica production, but I have to say it didn't lose the beauty that is Dear Evan Hansen the musical. I thought that the way that they staged it in comparison to the West End was actually really clever. I loved the use of the sliding like see-through doors. I thought that was very, very clever, and the mirrors were so clever. Like it kind of like made up for the lack of screens compared to the West End, but by all means it didn't take away from the incredible performances that the cast gave. Brian Coppell as Evan blew me away. I just thought that he gave a phenomenal performance, like so emotional as well. But I think the moment where it really hits you is You Will Be Found at the end of Act 1. Like, it was really quite something when the full ensemble come out and they're all belting their hearts out. Quite literally, I was crying so much. I have to say, in the West End, I did cry a lot more in the first act. But when it got to You Will Be Found, I was completely taken by this cast. I thought they gave an amazing performance and it was so heartfelt. Of course, the story is a bit strange. I think I've always found it a bit odd that obviously there's a guy called Connor that he meets that commits suicide, and then he tells Connor's family that basically he was his best friend when he wasn't. He was actually just writing a letter of therapy that got to his parents, which was, Dear Evan Hansen, here's where you can have a good day. So the parents assumed and jumped to it that they thought that, oh, Evan and Connor were best friends. So it is a little bit weird in terms of storyline, but if you can get past that and you can think about obviously mental health struggles, being in a very dark place, the music itself is so beautiful, and I've always found the music of Dear Evan Hansen to be very moving. When I saw it in the West End, I left a sobbing mess, and at the end of this show I was also crying. There were some really, really incredible moments in this touring production, and also Alice Fearn as Heidi, of course Evan's mum, was also a special treat. I've always been a big fan of Alice's work, and I think that in this particular tour she is smashing it as Heidi. Like, the vocals are just incredible. Also want to give a shout out and love to Lauren Conroy, who played Zoe Murphy. Absolutely beautiful performance, really, really fantastic in the role. I also loved Helen Anker as Cynthia Murphy and Richard Hurst as Larry Murphy. Killian Thomas Lefevre as Connor Murphy, then you had Tom Dickerson as Jared Kindman, and Vivian Pancat as Alana Beck. I just thought that they all worked really well together on stage. Vivian was very, very good as Alana. Obviously, Alana is quite pushy about the Connor Murphy project, and I thought that she did a really good job of handling how sensitive it was, but also playing a role that potentially could be quite vulnerable when talking about, you know, issues like suicide and mental health. So, full disclaimer, Dear Evan Hansen does cover issues such as mental health, depression, anxiety, therapy, and also suicide, which they don't always declare in, like, before you go and see it, so just be pre-warning. But yeah, as I said, Dear Evan Hansen, he's very misunderstood. He goes on this journey and he realises what he's done or ended up doing has helped him, but at the same time really damaged him. It's just very eye-opening as a musical, but overall I really enjoyed the production. I really liked this cast, and I thought for a non-West End replica it was still like full of talent, and the music was just amazing, and it was great to have a live band as well. As I mentioned, sliding doors were incredible. I thought the lighting design was very, very good. So overall, it's easily a 4-star show. I also got the magnet for my fridge, because that way around, Perry, get it right, because I do love my stagey merch, but I love to put magnets on my fridge. But yeah, it's on tour, so if you get a chance to see Dear Evan Hansen on tour, do. It's going all over the country. So after Canterbury arrived, just seen it's going to Bristol, Manchester, Glasgow, Aberdeen, Belfast, Chester, Wimbledon, Wolverhampton, Sheffield, Plymouth, Hull, Cardiff, Cheltenham, Norwich and Blackpool. So that's quite the tour. So if you get a chance to see it, then please do go and see it. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!